All right. Good morning, everybody. I don't have myself muted this time, so that's a good start. Today we're looking at GMVD here. It's gone up for quite the run here, going from 379 all the way up to about 680 there. HSCS here has also run up quite a bit, going from 87 cents all the way to $1.53. Price action is not great on this one right now, but it might pick up. BSFC, another big run, going from 43 cents at the bottom here to close to 83 cents at the top. This one's also looking pretty decent, breaking above that 200 right now. We've got GNS here going from 366 near the bottom to about $6, so another, about 100%. It's looking pretty good, sitting above the 200, sitting above VWAP, so hopefully we get a slight pullback and then maybe a run. AEMD looking pretty good here, running up from 47 cents all the way to almost 90, so I have almost another 100% gain here. So it is staying above the 200 right now, which is good. We have HLBZ sitting here at 30 cents currently, from a low of 20 cents with a high of 33, so we've got a decent range on this one as well. BBAI currently looking like it's probably not going to be a play. Bottom 255 to the top here 405, but we're just sitting pretty low on this right now, so I'm not sure if that'll come back. FRGT sitting around that 52 cent range, just watching this around 47 cents, thinking I might jump in pre-market, but never did. Looks like it would have paid off here. So you got lows here of about 44 cents and highs here of about 62. So we've got a decent range to play in here if this can hold and maybe start its run. CVNA, we can look at that. Carvana, I believe. Yep. Okay, so Carvana's looking pretty good too, going from lows of 730 to highs of just under 860. So, or just over, just under 860. It's looking pretty decent. Should see the stock market opening up here in just a couple seconds. GMVD is going to be our first watch. That one's starting to head down a little bit. GMVD and GNS getting the alerts right now. What's GNS doing? That one dropped a little bit as well. So far it's holding. HSCS is starting to pump here, going from $1.14 to $1.22. BSFC starting to run as well. I'd like to try maybe a BSFC. I like the way this is set up so far. BSFC. We're looking at about 0.62. Going to go for a 0.70 and then a 0.60 stop loss. We're at 0.60 right now, so I'll be looking to jump in here, I guess, on this dip. BSFC. Hopefully you snagged that entry. This is all over the place, but we already reached up to 63, so got in 0.60, taking my first profit, 0.63, and now we're back down to 6.1. We touched 5.9, so if we got in 60, 5.8 is going to be our stop loss here. We'll keep that in mind. We already took profits at 6.3, so, or 6.2, 6.3, somewhere around there. So if you got profits around that, great. If not, try and take some if you get back up there. Besides that, we're looking at about 6.5 for our next profits. HSCS still going, so we should probably jump in on HSCS as well. Going for about $1.30 entry, maybe a little bit lower. We're likely to get stopped out on this one due to volatility, but it's worth a shot. $1.30, $1.45 maybe, and then $1.25 stop out. So we're not going to be able to give it much more than 5 cents, which unfortunately doesn't even really cover the candle that's already been formed. But that's okay. All right, jumping in here. HSCS. That was a $1.27 entry, so that means we're going to move our stop down to about $1.22. Right there. We'll see if it holds here. Could have probably been a little bit more patient, but I saw the drop past where I wanted to get in there, and that was good enough for me. GMVD is looking okay. We have BSFC here, which hit a little low here at 58 cents midway, but we have started to move back up. Hopefully we see a little bit more of a recovery here. HSC is back at 130, 135. We can take profit here. HSCS. 135-ish. Carvana doing? Big drops, big drops. FRGT as well. We're seeing that 200 bounce here, so we'll go ahead and jump on GMVD. Not GMVD, FRGT. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we're seeing a little bit more of a dip. Let's check the 5-minute real quick. We'll see if what we see here. If we're at 47 now. That was quite the dip. At 47. Yeah, you know what? I think 46 is probably the highest I could get in on this. We'll leave it for now. GMVD still looking good. HSCS hit a high there of 139, so hopefully you took some more profit. So I'll just say taking more profit, HSCS 140-ish. That'll be the next goal. BSFC hits stop on the remainder. BSFC remainder. GNS is still bouncing around a little bit here. Maybe a VWAP bounce at 550. We'll see. AEMD looks like it's hitting the 200 here on the 1 minute. 5 minutes got a long ways to go. HLBZ bounce off the 200 as well. I do like that. That was very bullish. I'll take an HLBZ trade off that. I guess we're looking at 0.26 for an entry here. We're going to be going for at least a 0.30 on it with a 0.25 stop. Problem is we've already seen 0.25, right? I mean, I guess the bottom of 0.25 is a little bit lower, so we can run with that, but it's still kind of risky. We're at 0.27. We can start to take a little bit of profit. Rather 0.28, but got to secure something. You know, our stop loss can only be a cent, so we're looking for only a cent for profits to start out. Good bounce here on BSFC from the bottom. This looks like a reversal candle, which means this should start moving back up from here. We could take our chance at 56 cents and give it 54. BSFC, 0.56. Go for 0.70. Yeah, 0.65 we'll say. And then a 0.54 stop loss. Again, not guaranteed. This was a very bullish reversal sign though, so hopefully this holds. HSCS, nice bounce off of our stop loss there, but we had a decent run on HSCS there, so we'll see if we can get a re-entry. 121 would be a good place to maybe thinking about getting an entry on HSCS. We'll have to see. So far so good on BSFC here. Start 56, we're already 58. That's a good place to take profits. That meets our stop loss with the 1-to-1. Yeah, okay. Oh man, that ran up super high from after stopping us out. GMVD also running into a halt here, so we'll have to see what happens to that one on halts. I think BSFC is in a really good spot here. Just needs to break through this resistance, so we could see this up a lot higher. I think our next goal is probably going to be about 60 cents right at VWAP. GNS is holding pretty low. The 5 minute, this looks like another possible reversal. We've got a bit of a floor here at 530, and that could be a very good thing for us. It's enough to risk it though. 530, $6. I don't know. I think this might still come down. Yeah, we're dropping to a new low here, so we'll have to wait a little bit. We might find some support at 491, but we'll have to wait and see on that. HSCS ran pretty hard. We've got GMVD halted. BSFC back down after hitting resistance at 58 cents. GNS still dropping. AEMD starting its run now off the 200. Was looking at this, kind of wanted to get in. Would have been the good choice. HLBZ still sitting pretty flat here, 27 cents. Hopefully we get some more. I would like to look at 28 cents for our next price target here. Then we're going to be looking at 29. BBAI not going anywhere but down. We're covering that gap so we can close it. FRGT here all over the place. We've been holding on this area for a long time. think we leave it be for now. HSCS, we're still looking for an entry around 120 on that. GMVD is still halted, so that'll be unhalting in 2 minutes. BSFC still holding as well. We will see. Alright, HSCS here is coming down a little bit. We're hoping it doesn't break out of this resistance. I want to come back down to this 120 area so we can possibly get an entry on it, and then see it run. That would be great. HLBZ down to 25 cents, just about touching the stop there. FRGT also dropping through a little bit more, which makes me a little bit worried about this. We're probably going to wait for a 200 EMA bounce on the 5 minute here, 45 cents. That would be the proper entry for that. CVNA is all over the place here, going from 820 all the way up to 860. Kind of tough. Tough to want to play this one. So only got a 60-cent range here. Guess we'll wait. We'll see if it starts to break out a little bit more. BSFC's here is running again. HLBZ looks like it's coming back at least a little bit. Yeah, I think we're good at this 25-cent level. That would be almost a good point to add more. I just haven't really come to terms if I need more yet or not. GNS might bounce here. Still looking pretty bearish though, to be honest. Alright, we got a nice drop on HCSC. HSCS. Right down to the 20 here. I'm kind of still hoping for a drop down to the base here, but this would be very bullish if it bounced off this 126 level. So I guess that's kind of where we want to get in. HSCS 126. I'm going to go for, I think we need to reach for a new high here, maybe 150. I think we'll break through this time, and we're going to be going for about a 121 stop. So unfortunately that puts us like basically right at this area here. And that's going to be red. Where did I get in? I got in at 120. Hang on, let me see. Got in 129. BSFC here is dropping pretty hard. Oh, going to be stopping us out on the remainder. So we didn't get a lot of profit out of that one. We got a little bit though. Looks like a pretty bearish drop. We're almost at the 200 though, so that's something to keep in mind. HSCS here is bouncing around 134. 134, 135, that's going to be our 1-to-1 ratio, so we can take some there. On HSCS 135-ish. Okay, 136, 137, good here. 138, so we'll be looking for about 140 here. Take some more profits at resistance. Taking more profit at resistance, 141-ish. GMVD unhalted and back down and halted again, I presume. HCS, or HSCS, yes. HSCS, that's really hard for me to say. It's breaking through resistance here, so we're looking to take some more profits there around 141 to 144. Okay, so we're pushing now, 145. We're looking to take some more at 150 at PT. Whoa, no, go away. Alright, so we hit 145 there. We didn't get much higher. You know what? We still broke a new high, which is still bullish. I don't want to add more on this dip, though. I want to see it break back through. GMVD halted. BSFC, yeah, still hasn't hit that 200 yet. Did see the bounce off GNS on the 200 on the 1 minute. AEMD continuing to run up to resistance at 74 cents. HLBZ, I'm still kind of tinkering around, not really doing a whole lot. We have FRGT here starting to pull back up on the 1 minute. 5 minutes still looking a little bearish. I still would like to wait for that 200 drop to see if we can get it on that 45-cent area. Back up on HSCS here to 144. Looking pretty good. I'd like to see that push this time to 150. That would be bullish. We shall see. AEMD, man, we should have gotten in when we saw that bounce. Saw it, and I knew I should have gotten in. We would have been up big now. 58 cents to 75. Not sure if I want to take the chance on FRGT here. I was waiting for the 200 bounce, and we didn't quite get it. Five minutes looking pretty bearish on it. HSCS. That's so hard to say. So, I mean, you could cut. Make sure you're not holding on to a ton of shares past this point. That'd be best. BSFC still dropping. I think it's still got some drop left in it, so we'll wait it out. FRGT breaks 50 cents again. It's got a long ways to go if it wants to. We are sitting in an area of support here. Bounced off 47 cents. There is that small area. So this could be good. We could try a 50-cent entry and try to bring it up to like 55. Holding past 55 seems like it'd be tough though. Back at 142 here on HSCS. BSFC is still not really going anywhere. AEMD refuses to come back down. I think I might go for a VWAP bounce, and that could be a potential entry, but I'm not certain on that yet. Carvana's hitting $9. See, that would have looked better down here now, going $8.20 to $9. That's a little more worth it. BSFC is still looking good. 54 cents. Not really going lower, unfortunately. That last candle, the last 5 minute close really bullish, so I'm assuming this one's probably going to start to make its way back up. But I'm hoping for a dead cat bounce, maybe off this 56 cent level, maybe 57. HSCS consolidating pretty high here, which is good. This means we're getting very close to our PT. FRGT is still kind of struggling here. Yeah, 5 minutes, it's still pretty bullish, I'd say, so far. Candle just started, though, so hard to tell. GMVD should probably be on halting here pretty soon. Wonder what it'll do. FRGT made a push to 52 cents there. Alright, I guess we could try FRGT here, 0.51. Maybe even 0.50 if we're lucky. Gonna go for 0.60 with a 0.48 stop. Or we'll say 4.9 if we're going 5.1, but if you get better than 5.1, you can move that stop down a little bit. BSFC's down. Come on, HCSC. $0.52 here, almost 52 and a half. I'm going to take a little bit of profit FRGT. FRGT 0.5. I'll say 0.53-ish because we're almost there now. There we go. We're touching it. 53.5. .54. We're only really going for each cent here now, so you could go 0.54 for the next PT if you want. Maybe 0.56 after that. Yeah, that might be pushing it, but you could try for 0.56. We're hitting 0.54. And then 0.56 for the next one. HSCS did make its push back up to $1.47 there. Still not enough. I want $1.50 before I take some more, so hopefully we see that soon. GMVD still halted, so this must be a 10-minute halt then, because it resumed at 6:40, and it looks like immediately halted, and it's almost 6:50. BSFC is continuing its drop as we expected here, so hopefully we hit that 200 for a bounce and we take advantage of that. Got AMD here also. Yeah, you know what? It did take a bounce off VWAP as predicted as well. I just missed it. That's okay. We'll catch it one of these times. FRGT hits our second PT, or I mean technically third PT, I guess. Taking out more FRGT, 0.57. We're at 5.8. Okay, 5.8 it is. That's majority there. So next one, we're probably going to be going for 60 cents. And then maybe 64. And I don't know if we'll have anything left after that. So hopefully you don't run higher than 64. But that'd be breaking a new high. So we'll see. If you're worried about running out of shares, I wouldn't take it 60 then. But there is resistance there. Just keep that in mind. AMD, nice rejection there, all the way back down. So this looks to me like it could maybe be a small double top or something of the sort. So it does look a little bit bearish. I don't know if I want to catch this knife. I probably won't. I'll let it go. I don't want to do that. GNS here is looking okay. We see it building support between like 510 and 530, but I'm not really sure I trust it just yet. BSFC still holding on. HSCS is gonna hit this 150 level at some point. GMVD should be on halting if it's a 10-minute halt here any second. Yeah, I'm not ready to catch this knife on AEMD yet. At 0.57. Oh no, are you holding on? Uh-oh. You might get it. I mean, I think this has a good potential to bounce off this 50 cent. Yeah, that's risky business, but I'm pretty confident we'll see some sort of bounce off the 50 cent mark. 57 is a little high, but I do think it's doable. All right, HSCS, here's your moment. Let's go. Let's do it. Any second now. Any second now. Nope, we're losing momentum on this. That's not necessarily a good sign. I don't like seeing that. GMVD is unhalted. It is down quite a bit here. Back at the bottom where we see some support. We knew this bounced off it before. It's bounced off it a couple times. We could see this start to move up from here. I'm not really liking the fact that there's not a lot of price action to read on this. So I'm kind of good with not touching it just yet. But my God, the volatility on this. 570 already at $6. You know what? Maybe we give it a shot. We haven't had much for bad luck today at GMVD. We'll give it a shot. Wow, that was okay. 570. Let's try it for that, I guess. I'm gonna go for $7. Go for a 550 stop loss. We'll give it 20 cents. 550 is pretty close, but I think that's in a safe area. So you don't really want to give this more than 20 cents, but what did I fill at? I'm at 582. So if you're patient, maybe wait for this to come down to that 570 level. HSCS finally broke that. We went up to almost 160 there, so make sure you take some profit. We blew right past that 150 level. It was looking like it was bound to happen. It just was really struggling there. Okay, so I got a little bit left. Not a lot though. Now I'm a little worried because that was a lot of momentum all in one go there. So we'll see. Back up to almost $6. First PT on this is probably going to have to be $6. After that, we're probably going to go 630. And then probably, yeah, about 660. And we'll see from there. We're 167 here. We're touching 170. I'm going to take the last bit out here. Cutting the last of HCSC. Wait, HSCS. 175-ish. Let's see. Kind of hurts me to be cutting the rest of it, but we're up really, really big on HSCS here, so. I'm happy with that. That was quite the trade. Yeah, it happened very fast. I didn't even get close to the. I thought I like nailed 570, but that's okay. 582 is where it's got to be. We're hitting $6. That is our first PT. Taking profits, GM, VD, $6. Okay. HSCS heading down a little bit. BSFC is getting closer and closer to where we want it to be. So I'm going to put out that alert for 50 cents right now. 0.50. We're going to be aiming for probably 0.65 at the top there, and then we're probably going to go with a 48 stop. That seems to make the most sense to me. I want my stop down there. I mean, even that's quite a bit of room. You could maybe pick 49 if you were going to take that trade, but I would just prefer to give it the room. GMVD bouncing all around here. We did actually touch $6 there. This one's heading back up towards it. BSFC is getting real close to my entry point. HSCS is making another run for it. Gosh darn it. 178, 180. Need to pick up more shares, but up here is like ultra dangerous. We're just gonna, we realistically can't get this more than maybe 6 cents tops for a stop, and I feel like we could blow 6 cents pretty fast here. And I'm kind of happy with the profits that I have on it already. I am going to be upset if this goes to $2 though. Okay, you know what? I think I am going to try HSCS trade here. What was the last drop down there? $1.76. Yeah, we'll try $1.75, something like that. We're going to aim for $2 on it because it does look like it's got lots of momentum, and we can give it $1.69. Like I said, wherever you get in, you can only really afford to give it, 6 cents, maybe. So I'm up at $1.79, so that puts it basically $1.73. I'm going to take some profits though. HSCS $1.95-ish. I don't even know what it went up to, but it was around there. Anywhere around here is going to be good profits because we're already so high up on this. So I haven't even been able to put this. $1.73 is where I want my stop. GMVD stopped on the remainder. Yeah, sure did. We got knifed on. Okay, so this is hitting the 200 on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, we're not even close. So, yeah, that didn't really end up being too profitable. I think I might have just made enough to cover fees. I don't think so though. I think that's going to end up red. Let's take a look. Oh, no, it's positive. It's green. Green again. Way to go. HSCS is almost hitting that $2 mark. There it is right there. Could take a little bit of profit. $2 is going to be a hard psychological barrier, so taking more profit. HSCS, $2. There's that psychological barrier coming into play with that drop. Hopefully, we just need something to tick past it, and that usually is enough to spark another climb. Come on. There we go. There we go. 210. We'll take a little bit more. Oh no, what did I do? Oh no, I definitely messed something up. Oh, there we go. I think I fixed it. Just me and my brokerage, you know. No big deal. Alright, fixed it. Everything's good. I got a little bit higher on that exit because I was fiddling around. So thank God it went up and not down. But 215 was the area. I'm almost getting ready to take some more profits, not going to lie. Yeah, we're already hitting 10 cents higher than that. Taking some more profits here. HSCS. 225-ish? Something like that. That's about 10 cents higher, so that's where we're aiming for. What a climb. What a climb. GMVD still kind of not really giving me what I want to see here, so I'm kind of good with not touching it again for right now. We didn't really end up necessarily too positive on that. BSFC is hitting that 50 cent area, so anywhere here is going to be good for an entry. You could wait for 49 if you absolutely want to. I don't think I would move that stop down more, so you could wait for a 49 entry and then just keep your stop the same. If you want to, of course. Okay. GNS not doing much. AEMDs might go for a bounce here. This could be a good bounce. 65 cents. HLBZ. We still have a little bit in HLBZ. It's just not doing anything. And FRGT is kind of bouncing around without actually doing a lot either. But you know what? We got pretty good last time, so. Carvana's at 950 now. So it's actually almost reached that 980 level. So Carvana's on the way up here. HSCS is reaching again. We'll see if it can break that 225 area this time. Maybe we can run up. We got a little bit left, so I'd like to see us at maybe at least 240. But I feel like I'm getting pretty greedy. But with the last little bit, you kind of want it to run pretty far. It's the only way it kind of makes it worth it. So we're hoping for the bounce here on BSFC, but we're also seeing really low volume right now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, seeing as how it's been low volume on a decline. So if we see some good volume kicking up on the way back up, that would be pretty solid. 5 minutes looking pretty bearish on HSCS here. HLBZ looking good. Maybe we'll make some money here. Yeah, HLBZ might actually be doing something. Seeing maybe a little bit more volume pickup, that'd be great. HSCS still holding. GMVD still not really doing much of anything. BSFC is on its way back up now, 51 cents. Probably look to take profit at 52. And then maybe 54. 156. Come on, HLBZ, hit 28. We need at least 28 to take more profit. FRGT on its way back up. Carvana almost at $10. What was the news on Carvana? Does anybody know? Everything's 5 days ago. There must be something new. They were going out of business. Isn't that the thing, though? Everything runs on the news. They're going out of business. What was that other ticker? It's like a hair company. Or it had the same name as a hair company. No. Oh, Revlon. Yeah, Revlon. That's it. Yeah, they were going out of business. They would literally claim bankruptcy and ran off the news. GME, yeah, that's another one. Basically going out of business and then all of a sudden, killing it. 1.14 on the account. Way to go. That was really hard to say too. Just having a hard time today. Yeah. That's for the best. Sometimes you actually physically have to close the charts on yourself or else you end up blowing it. Onto paper now. That's a good idea. Yep. Call sweep, February 17th. Okay. Yeah, that could be it. Could be a run off that. Lucid had its run because there's a speculatory buyout, so there's that. BSFC's at 53 here. We did touch 54, so make sure you take some profits there. You tried so hard to peak green and you did it. Good job. Way to go. You shorted Rev at like $4 and lost 9K. Oof. It's tough, man. It's tough. We used to play earnings a lot here, and I feel like earnings have just been absolutely screwed the past couple of years. And I don't know if it's like the influx of retail traders that actually just don't know how to read a balance statement or anything like that, but it's funny. Yeah, go for it, man. I'll take a look. Yeah, it's all marketing. And now I'm pretty sure companies know if they're like, yeah, we're going bankrupt. They're like, this will be good for our stock price. I bet they time it out so they can pull shares out the day of. They got to give like 3 months notice or something before they pull shares. So they probably do it ahead of time and then schedule the news for the bankruptcy or the buyout or... Exactly. You just need to be ahead of the curve. Speaking of ahead of the curve, we were not with AEMD. We saw that dip back down to that 65-cent level, did not take it again. So guess what? We're not getting profits there. But there are profits to be had. So if you did jump into AEMD at any point in the day, you probably would have made some money off it. HSCS made its major dip here down to the 20. I don't know if it'll hold on the 20. On the 5 minute, we're still looking kind of bearish, so I'm not really too inclined to take another trade on this yet. BSFC, we hit 54 cents, hoping we hit 56. But we can move this 52 now because that's good. So we can move that to 58. HLBZ, just about to touch. We just barely touched 28, I think, here on this candle. Yeah, we did. The high is 28, so we can see taking profit. HLBZ 0.28. Where is this? This was a while ago. Yes, there it is. BBBY did another pop to this. Take a look. Yeah, no kidding. That's just going straight up again. Look at that. That's going from 244 to 330. This is a grand trend on this thing. Okay, first of all, we got way too many levels here. We can just take all of those off. We can rechart it if we need to at some point. We've got a good base of support here, 240. So that's something to really keep an eye on, is that 240 level. And you're probably going to start to run into resistance here, 335. And this thing has been a sucker for resistance. Like when it hits major resistance, it really doesn't fly through it at all. At 409, you might get some more, but you're probably more or less looking at 423 for your next resistance on it. But there's some good key levels here you could work with to make some decent plays off that. Carvana, nice dump there. FRGT's heading down as well. HLBZ just barely tapped that 28-cent thing here. It's so hard to get these exactly in the right spot. That's close enough. That's about as close as I'll get that. Doesn't always matter until it matters. There you go. 52 cents, not going anywhere. HSCS here. It does look like it's bouncing off the 20. I have to give it that. On the 1 minute, it's looking pretty good. 5 minute, it's looking better. I'm willing to dump some more shares on this HSCS. We're probably looking at $1.84, $1.85, something like that. We're gonna go for 230 at least. I mean, we know the room is there, right? And we just need $1. I could probably go with, yeah, even $1.80 seems fine. So give it 5 cents from wherever you get. Maybe 6 at the tops. Something like that. And we'll see where this ends up. This could really run. Although I was not wise and I jumped in high. I mean, maybe it's wise. Who knows? But I have to have a $1.90 stop, I think. That's what seems reasonable. Nope, not $1.89, $1.90. There we go. Actually, I don't even know why we have 2 of these. Yeah, $1.90. And we saw this run up to 204. Actually, wouldn't have been bad for me to take some profit there. We shall see, though. And I just messed up where my room is. There we go. Taking profits. HSCS 205-ish, we'll say. Something like that. Okay. Bankruptcy stocks always get some profit. Yeah, actually, I do remember the run of Hertz as well. Taking some profit here, 206, maybe 210, something like that. It moves so fast. The GMVD still not doing anything. We could probably honestly close this down. We've got no volume here at all, right? I was expecting more out of this. This might have an afternoon run. You know what? We'll keep it open. We're going to move it like all the way onto the side. Carvana is just a little outside my range on what I like to play, but it does look good. I mean, if you're holding this from where I said it looked terrible to buy into, I mean, you're up pretty big. So what do I know about stocks that are $10? HLBZ's on its way back down here a little bit. Still haven't hit stop, but we've come very, very close that one time. AEMD is up even more. I think this is probably going to be a good stock to play as well. I might buy it at 74 cents. I feel like if I try this, it's going to stop me out, but I feel like if I don't try it, I'm always going to wonder if it would. 0.74, 0.75, something like that, it's a ish. We're going to go with 0.85 at least for a PT here, and then we're going to go with a 0.73 stop. I really don't want to give those more than 2 cents. If we can get lower than 75 for an entry, that would be preferable. What is GMVD doing? Not a lot. Consolidating. Consolidating right on the 200 on the 1 minute. It's been doing it for quite some time, and it'll probably do it for a little bit longer. But, I mean, like, this is the thing, right? With a consolidation like this, you know it's building support in this area. It could also be building resistance in this area. If it drops further, then you're going to be in trouble. But if it could start to break out. So we'll have to wait and see on what happens with that. Yeah, PBBY doesn't look like something I necessarily want to play either. Or Carvana. AEMD bounced off 75 here, hitting all the way up to 81 already. Not looking too bad. GNS, it's, well, you know what? It's starting to move. It's starting to get somewhere, which is more than I thought it would do. Okay, HSCS is at 217, 218. So from where we got in, that's a pretty good profit. We should probably, you know, put some price targets there. Say 220-ish, but anywhere in that area. We're probably looking, I mean, where did I take it before? I took it at 210. So yeah, about 220 is going to be, you know, fairly reasonable. Or you could even look at 213 at the high here. And past that, we're looking at maybe 230. That's what we ideally want to hit. We shall see, though. BSFC is really not doing a whole lot. AMD at 80 cents here. We hit 83. And again, you know, that's going to be a good place to 82 or above. Anywhere above there is going to be good to take for the first time. 85, 86 is going to be, you know, that kind of next goal. 86, there we go. No, don't want that. And then past that, you know, 90 would be ideal. So I don't know if I actually said, didn't actually say take profits yet, so I should say AMD, 0.83-ish. Because that's already up a decent amount. BSFC, what does the 5-minute look like? Not good. Not good on this candle anyway, but maybe next one. We'll see. HSCS here struggling. We saw 217, 218 at the top here, and it looks like it might be going for another round here. I'm thinking we're starting to build support in this 95-cent area, which is good. That's good for us. HLBZ making another pump to 28. I'm pretty sure, yeah, we already got 28, so we can actually remove this. And we're aiming for 29. Carvana looking like it wants to go again. BBBY could bounce off the 20. GMVD breaking down. Unfortunate. GNS runs up into a halt here, 714 halt. We're at 715. We got 4 minutes left. We could watch and see what happens with GNS here. This was quite the little run right off the 200 there at 513 all the way to 594 over the course of a couple minutes. Then we got BSFC here running it down. So I mean, we are breaking into a new low here, which would be an indicator to cut the rest. So you can cut the rest of your trade here if you're worried about it at all. HSCS here is looking good, almost reaching that 213 area again. FRGT might do something here soon. Would be good. Got a couple other things we could look at too. I'm probably gonna close Carvana. Not really too much into that. GMVD, yeah, I'm probably just gonna close that as well. Let's take a look at the 5-minute. Yeah, it's not anything readable there. I don't think I want to play that either. BBBY, I'll keep open for now because it's interesting to watch. We got STSS maybe. We do not have a STSS. We got PEV. Well, I mean, early on, PEV actually looked pretty decent. We're going from $1.64 to $2 as a decent range, to say the least. BBAI has just been downtrending all morning. VBPR. Nope. VPLD. Nope. Eve. Nope. Okay, you know what? I think we actually, yeah, we're still, well, Ader was the other one I looked at this morning, and it was a hard maybe, but the price action was not great, so I decided against it, and it looks like that was probably the right decision. So we're good with what we got. AMD reaching a high there of 85 cents. So we're almost at that second PT there at 86. HLBZ doing its thing. BSFC's, yeah, not looking great. HSCS, hopefully we hit new highs here. I'd like to see at least 220 again, if not 230. The rest of these, I don't really feel like trading them is going to end very well. So we'll just watch GNS on halt here. 714, 717, 718. Got 2 minutes left. Something like that. And we wait. AEMD takes a little bit of a nasty fall here after hitting 85 cents. Back down to 77. Getting some volatility on HSCS again here. Seeing that hit that 213 area. 214. See a breakthrough, hit 220. That was what we're waiting for. Hopefully soon. No, that was bad. Quite the pullback there. Well, you know what? We're building some support, so that's good. Okay. Anytime now. GNS will unhalt. There we go. 610. Making a good push. I would not jump into this until I see it break this high. Okay, we're starting to see it break the high now. Yeah, it's gonna hold. That's the next question. It looks like it's holding so far. Yep, still holding. Oh. I think it's too high for me to jump into. It looks too iffy, so I'm not gonna just run at this head first. I'll wait. Be patient. Maybe I get an entry, maybe I don't. So far, not looking great. AEMD looks like it might be setting up pretty nicely here for its next run. GNS not looking too terrible here at 620. $630. It's having troubles breaking through 630. And now we know why. Let's see if it can hold. It's going to have to break through that resistance. Okay, cool. We're breaking through. Still unsure if that's going to hold, though. For me to be sure, I'd want to see this start holding around 740, 750, or 640, 650, but I don't. At that point, it's just too high. You don't really want to get an entry anyway, so. It's one of those things you have to take a chance early on, and it's more risky if you do so, and it's probably too much risk. Especially considering I feel like I'm ending it pretty green here so far. Yeah, not a single stop out today, which is what I want to see. So I don't want to throw a risky play right at the end here. AEMD is coming down pretty good here, 76 cents. We might bounce off that either VWAP or maybe that 74 cent support. HCSC dropped, but picked itself back up quite a bit there, 215. Hopefully we break 220 here. Still so much resistance here at this 212 area. Come on. Make that push. So close. It's doing what it did before, which usually would indicate that it probably had the same result, which is a nice push up here. 217 getting really close to breaking out here. 218. Like one more good shove. That's all it needs. No. Gave up. Not enough buyers. It was close though. Maybe next time. GNS. Yeah, GNS couldn't hold that 629 level. All the bodies are below it. This will likely come back down then. It's a good try though. Did technically push to a new high of GNS over the past since it started running, so just barely though. That's pretty bullish. We could see this run in the afternoon then. BBBY's at the VWAP if anyone was interested in maybe jumping on that. It's not looking too bad. This looks like a pretty healthy pullback. Technically, if you're still in BSFC, it didn't stop you out. It just came really, really close. Oh, GNS looks like it might want to go for it again. 5 minutes saying otherwise, though. AEMD looks a little bullish here. Not super bullish, but maybe just enough. HSCS, come on. This could be the push. Anytime now. $215, $216. Come on, at least at $218. Anytime now. Lots of wicks up here. This is all not good, but I still believe we can hit at least 220 on this. I feel like if we hit 220, 230 is probably like right around the corner. Yeah, that's looking really bullish. I like that candle. Just need this to hold. Bodies are building higher. That's definitely a good thing to see. GNS halted up 60. No, maybe not halted. No. It's up at 680 though. So now we're seeing that new high for sure, right? Last new high was over here at 630. Now we've broken out. We're almost at 7. GNS is looking pretty darn good. BBBY looks like it wants to continue hanging down. Bearish price action, that's for sure. Bearish volume. AEMD dropping a little bit again. GNS looks like it wants to push for 7. We got another psychological barrier here at 7. Might actually have to go like further back here. See what we have for resistance here. I mean, you might catch some at 747. So you got a long ways to go before more resistance here. You got 740-ish. Still waiting for HSCS to break out here. HSCS, yeah, I said that right, good. GNS could have that $7 psychological barrier. We've got AEMD here, might stop us out on the remainder. HLBZ has yet to stop us out, has yet to hit a third PT though. FRGT not doing anything, BBBY continuing its breakdown, and man, I really hope we get that push here soon. But we only got a couple minutes left, so I can go over the tracker quickly and then we'll log off and let this one run wherever it decides to run. So, I mean, today we made $640, not bad. Friday, we actually made a little bit more, but with the cost of 3 losses here, we took less trades and bigger winners today, which is nice. I took a loss. Did I take a loss? No, it doesn't show. Oh, you know what? It's probably a loss including the fees on, what trade was it? What trade was it? BSFC maybe? No, I could have sworn it was GMVD. Let's take a look. Whoa, that was way too far. 850. No, that didn't hit $6. This is wrong. I'll have to fix that. I'm pretty sure something got messed up here, but yeah, it should probably say 6 or 10 and 1. Yeah, 10 and 1. Even though it's showing all wins here, I think GMVD was slightly red. So besides that, though, we had a couple decent winners. HSCS is probably by far the biggest winner. We have a 31% to 25%. Now we're at close to 10% on it. AEMD hit almost 10%. We haven't stopped out. Once we stop out, we'll probably go down a little bit. And the rest of this is pretty okay, I guess. FRGT was okay for what it gave us, but yeah, GMVD didn't work out nearly in our favor. We got a little bit out of GMVD, but really not a lot. But yeah, other than that, guys, it looks like HSCS is going to be probably something you want to watch for the afternoon. BSFC could be another thing. GNS, obviously, we see this breaking new highs. You should be looking for areas of consolidation to maybe jump in. It's going to be a little bit riskier because you're breaking new highs, which is uncharted territory for right now. But, you know, I mean, that risk comes with some reward as well, right? AEMD is another thing you could potentially keep an eye on. It's got some pretty decent volume. It's kind of died out recently, but that might pick up around lunch hour. HLBZ, I feel like HLBZ is probably going to hit this 30-cent mark again today. So I'm hoping it doesn't stop me out before it does that. But if it does, oh well. We tried. FRGT, again, kind of spotty. Hasn't been very consistent. I'm not sure if I would focus too much attention on FRGT, but it might be worth just keeping open. And BBBBY, I feel like this thing always runs. So, I mean, yeah, again, watch this for the lunch hour. Maybe you'll get something out of it. But besides that, guys, I'm going to log off. Hopefully you guys ended green. Hopefully your afternoon trading goes well, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.